only on esportbf.com.
Be going live here in just a second. This is going to be our league match, eXz versus Guerrilla Warfare, match 3 of week 2, season 3, and we are going to be watching our first match here on Giant Shadow. Yeah, so definitely bear with me. I've had a fairly stressful day today, and hopefully we're going to be able to get this thing a-rolling without too much craziness happening for the rest of the afternoon. So anyways, we are going to be seeing the first kills coming in right now from eXz. It does look like the bounce will go down, and nice little angle is going to be coming in here for eXz as well. They should be able to get the first cap here onto this B flag, as I don't really see anybody else there onto it for Guerrilla Warfare. eXz is going to go ahead and back on up, reposition himself. He is going to be using the spawn beacon kit, so he will be able to allow his teammates to try to come in as much as possible, but he does end up going down. That's not going to be too good there. Bounce is going to be hurt as well, but with that med kit should be able to stay alive for as much as possible. We do see another push coming back in from Synergy. Now, he is going to be the only defense here, really, onto this B flag. I like this. He's going to be using the limpet charge to try maybe get a little bit of splash damage down, but he ends up hurting himself a little bit from that debris. And his teammates will be able to finish that out. Oh, comes up over the top, though. Almost going to be able to get the kill. Not quite, though. He's going to have to back on up, but they will be able to secure that B site. They are starting to get those tickets in. Should be able to get this first set as well. And I think one more kill or a couple of seconds, and we are going to be seeing that first set going over into their favor. So really good job, really good start here from eXz, as they are going to be able to draw that first blood in terms of points. So if you guys are brand new to this, if you don't know how this works, well, we are going to be seeing Giant Shadow, which is a it's kind of like a conquest variant, but you can earn points by getting kills, killing vehicles, as well as getting squad wipes. And of course, as you own the flag, you will be getting points for those each and every 30 seconds, I believe. So yeah, we are going to see right now, nice little flank coming in here. Bounce just sitting all the way out. I like where he's sitting, actually. This is a pretty good position to be in. I don't know if I would have the medic sitting out in this position, because he's not going to be able to help his team really all that often. But you know what? Hey, he's lining up the kills. He's distracting these players. He's doing a pretty good job at well, just being a harassing player. So he stopped any kind of push really from coming in. He does finally end up going down. Synergy, though, going to be up top, and he should be able to pick up both these kills. No, Shady will be able to take him down, but guess what? eXz is there for the refrag. He's going to go ahead and trade that out, and still going to have B flag in the possession here of eXz. This is pretty nice. Ooh, Cryfax, though, he's going to be able to pick up a nice little double using the vehicle kit. And kind of curious right now at Rusberry. We'll go with Rusberry. He's going to go ahead and back on up, maybe get a couple of heals going down. He is hurt. And that is exactly what he's going to be doing there in that situation. So at the moment, it does look like we are still going to be keeping that full control for eXz here at the time being. We do have a nice little push coming in on the water side of the map. We'll see if it's going to be too successful here. eXz is going to try stay alive into that B house, but he's taking a couple of shots coming in. Debris, though, shouldn't be too much of an issue, as he's going to be getting some really wicked angles there. He pops out one. Can he get the kill? He does, taking down the AT Assault. Shady, though, is going to be coming back in, and he's going to be able to trade that out. So B house is going to go into their control, but look at that. A big kill coming in from Synergy, as he takes down not only the tank, but also Slim. And I believe they are going to be able to hold on to that B very nicely. So it was a decent attack, but the tank player got a little bit too aggressive. Probably should have held off just a little bit, let his infantry go in first, and then try and get a couple of those frags. But not going to be the case. And we are going to be seeing 3 sets to 0. And eXz working on their 4th win here, as they have 3 tickets already on the board. We do have Prototype going all the way back around for a flank. Oh my god, let's take a look over here at Bounce, as he's holding them all the way back into practically their spawn by tower. And this is just Really fantastic job from him. He's been doing this all game. You saw him there a little bit earlier doing it as well. So we'll see if prototype. He comes back. He's like, oh, hello, there's a tank there. Crap. He does have the incendiary onto his AT grenade, so he will be able to do some lasting damage to it. Here it is. He's going to try and get the limpet charge. Oh, no, he gets spotted. Cryfax will be able to spot him, take him down, no problem. That has got to suck. Probably should have just gone in for the initial damage there on the AT nades, but I understand what he was going for. If you can get that limpet charge on there, you can pretty much burst him down by yourself and take out the tank, and that's a pretty big deal there in that situation. So we'll see if they're going to be able to do anything now without a tank player on their squad. Now B-Flag is going to go ahead and start ticking down little by little. 4 sets to 0 right now. Bounce is behind a couple of these players, but I think his teammates should be able to clean it up, and yeah, he's going to be able to pick up the last one. Prototype going down. So, you know, overall, really good communication coming out from these players. They've managed to pretty much just take out every little push that has been coming their way with no problem whatsoever. Shady does end up going down as well, so Bounce really looking good here. I want to see what Bounce is actually looking at. 11-3 right now. Heart or Synergy going 11-2 as well, so they're definitely putting down some massive frags in this game so far, and that will help you quite a bit here in this mode. As I said before, you can get tickets from frags, and you know, if you're going to be able to out-frag your opponent, even if you can't get onto that B flag, you technically can still win the game because you do fill up those sets, especially getting those tank kills. That adds up. And along with the fact that they have managed to secure themselves that B flag this entire time, they are looking very strong. It's going to be about 5 sets to 0. Finally, Bounce is going to go down. Xenix looking from afar to try and do a little bit of damage with that squad leader kit. Now he doesn't want to go down because it will allow his team to spawn in as much as possible as long as he is up and he has those kits down. But I mean, there is just so much fire right now coming in on these players. Shady is going to be trying to go around for a little bit of a flank using the bar, not the mortar support. So that's actually a little bit different than what we were seeing last week, or the week before last rather, is no mortar support. Now the mortar support very, very good at harassing that tank and making sure that he has to back up continuously. But we are going to be seeing only one shot going down. They will end up cleaning all the infantry up, and this is huge right here. Now they may not be able to get this one set. They need to make sure that they stay alive. None of these guys can get killed here, but if they can capture this B flag, get 4 more kills or 3 more kills, this is going to be huge. You'll start getting a couple of sets in their favor when they flip over to the next side. We'll give them an opportunity to try and come back in. Now remember, this is going to be the first 8 sets, so we can be seeing a 7-7 draw potentially, and we'll see if they're going to be able to make that happen or not. As the infantry players are lining up there on the outside. 2 more points here in order to gather this set. This is massive. Nobody needs to die. You need to stay alive. There it is. First set on the board. Nice pickup there, as they will be able to disable the tank. He's not looking out right now. Will end up going down. I believe that was to a mortar. And Roos also doing some work as well, as he picks up 2 infantry kills. So this is definitely a start to try and make a comeback here. If they get 2 sets onto the board, flip sides, arguably probably the better side to be pushing in on, they should be able to make a potential comeback, even win the match. So definitely a good game so far in this first one. And you do see Reckless here trying to spot a couple of these players in the backside. They are 8-10 tickets, and if they can get a couple more kills, they should be able to end out this first half with a 2-5. There's one looking for the one more. Should be able to clean it up right here, as he's right to your left, man. He does miss him, spots him out through the smoke, and there you have it. So we will be seeing guerrilla warfare 2 sets to 5 going into the second half. Again, they are going to be moving over to a slightly better side. Let's go ahead and take a look right here at the scoreboard. So yeah, guerrilla warfare really struggling in the frag department. I mean, every one of their players not getting into the double digits. Over on the other side for Existence, though, 14-6, 13-5, looking just fantastic. Sorry about that, guys. Had a message come through over on Discord and had to make sure that it wasn't something important. But yeah, really good frags coming in, I would have to say, from eXz. Bounce was doing a fantastic job as well, getting back behind, harassing. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that again. Not too sure if they will. But hey, anything to kind of slow down any kind of progress coming in onto that B flag is going to be helpful. Really interested to see how the tank play is going to be shaping up as well. Didn't really see too much impact from the tanks overall in that game. I felt like it was really down to those infantry players. Did a whole lot over there on the hotel side for the most part. But again, we will see what is going to be going down. Also, mortar support only on the eXz side. Guerrilla Warfare electing to go for that bar. So that does give them, you would think with them having that bar that they would definitely be higher up in the killing count, just because I mean, it's the bar. It's like the infantry, you know, demolisher in this game. At least it is on PC. So kind of expect him maybe to do a little bit more this round, hopefully. And here we go, as we are just about to get started here in just a few seconds. And I imagine that the breakouts will probably be a little bit similar. And it does look like we have a pretty heavy northern push coming in from eXz once again. Bounce is going to be leading that charge with Pinagro. Does look like the first touch onto the flag will be Guerrilla Warfare. Slim here with the first kill as well. He's going to be able to take down Synergy. That is a massive kill right there, guys. And we are going to be seeing some nice little exchanges going down over by Hotel. Reckless is still going to be up and alive. He does have his spawn beacon down, so should be able to get some reinforcements coming in if they do need it. Debris, though, is definitely going to be killer. He spots out where the mortar support is going to be at. And, oh, he's taking a couple of shots. Will have to back on out. And you can see two players down below there in the outlines. They are just about to cap over onto this B flag. Reckless will be able to pick up that first kill coming into Hotel. And I don't think he knows where the rest of these players are at. Nope, he's trying to turn around. Can't make it happen. Bounce will be able to get the kill. They did not get the cap on B. That is a massive play. And definitely an unfortunate setup right there. As really needed to get that B site. That would have given them about 2 to 3 more tickets right there up on the board than what they have right now. Now Bounce is getting a couple of frags, or I'm sorry, frag grenades coming his way, so he has to back on out. He is surrounded right now by 2 players. Spots out the first one. Will be able to pick up Prototype. Tries to turn around and get the second one, but can't do it. Slim is there for the trade out. Look at Synergy, though. All the way on the outside. Let's see where the rest of these players are going to be at. Roosberry is in his tank. Backed up quite a bit. Slim trying to get onto the flag. He ends up going down. That's going to be 6 sets to 2. 2 more sets here, guys, and the win will be going into the favor of eXz. That is definitely not what you want to see. 3 down. And that is definitely a rough start here on this side. Roosberry has to back on up. Really can't do anything in that situation if you don't have any infantry players, especially if you have a competent AT player or mortar support on the other team, as it's going to be very hard. Synergy does end up going down. That means that no AT for the time being onto the flag, but you still have to watch out for that mortar support. And right as I speak of him, he's going to go ahead and get a couple of shots in onto that B house, trying to get maybe some debris kills. And, you know, the nice thing about the debris is even if you don't get a kill, you are going to damage them. So if you have an infantry push that you can coordinate with him, you can make a really good push coming into that site. And Penagro right now is looking in for these couple of frags. He is going to be able to help out with at least one. Tries to get the headshot there. Can't quite make it. 3 players, though, are going to be across from him. He will be able to get the assist onto 1. Not quite onto the flag just yet, though, as we are going to be seeing the 3rd set ticking in here in the next couple of seconds. If, well, actually, they could potentially do it if they get another kill here. So far, not going to be able to spot any of these frags. Penagro is still just playing very patiently. Right on the outside. I don't believe they have any mortars, so he's not going to be able to do anything there, but he will be able to spot out one. They do have to back on up, but his teammates are going to be coming back in. There we go. We do see the mortars coming out. Yeah, he's going to be just peppering over onto that B site. Taking a look right now, we should be seeing a lot of mortar coming in, just trying to whittle down these players as much as possible. That third set does go on in, and we are going to be seeing more and more frags lighting up the kill feed. Beautiful job right here from eXz. Now we do see a slight little tank-on-tank fight going down, but that's really just going to be a small little skirmish, as really nobody is in a position to strike just yet. But yeah, that is definitely not good. Five tickets to go before they lock in their 7th set. And they are getting the neutralized onto this B site here very, very fast. Looks like Synergy is going to go ahead and try and make a stab at this tank. Oh my god. He is going to be able to pick him up with a Hail Mary nade. Beautiful stuff. Can't quite get the frag. They should be able to lock in this 7th set, no problem, as that B flag will be going over into their favor. We do see Bounce in a very aggressive stance. Cryfix is going to go ahead back on up, but he has done the damage that they already need to. And I like what Xanax is doing here. Xanax is playing a little bit more passive. He's not getting too massively aggressive. Ooh, nice kill there, but it does go down to the Incendiary. 7 sets are going to go down now. 2-3. Bounce! Wow, loses out on that gunfight there. Did not expect that, as he had really the timing and the positioning over that player. We are going to be seeing Prototype pushing up very aggressively here. Like I said, they can tie this up now. They can't win this, but Guerrilla Warfare can tie it up, a 7-7, taking it into overtime. See if that's going to be the case or not, as they are going to be pushing them back fairly far back to that C site. Nice pickups here from Prototype, but he is taking some damage little by little by that tank. Now Shady is somebody who really needs to step it up with that bar. He is 9-12 right now. Needs to be doing a little bit more damage. 8 tickets now stacked up in this potentially last and final set, but we are going to be seeing Shady picking up 1, picking up 2 as he turns around. They are going to be able to clear out this B site. They should be able to get the burn here and the capture, but only 1 ticket remains. Nobody can die here in this instance. This is going to be a crucial point right now. Who is this on the flank? Is this Bounce over here on the flank? It is. Bounce is going to be setting up on the flank, and there it is. Bounce will be able to take down Shady. That's going to be a game 1 win. Fantastic stuff overall. That's going to be eXz taking map number 1 as we head into map number 2, which is going to be on Sinai Desert. Taking a look at the scoreboard, though, and you can definitely tell, I mean, that fragging, while it is not the only reason they won, it is definitely a big one. 25-11 there for Bounce using the Trent Surgeon. I mean, I have to admit, the Trent Surgeon went from being like a so-so kit at the very beginning that was barely played. Sometimes it found its niche in certain play styles for teams, to now being like a must-have kit. It is so good at killing infantry, and of course you get the added benefit of med kits and being able to revive players onto the map. And then of course you do see Synergy 20-11 using an AT Assault. Had a really fantastic job of killing the tank. Had that beautiful Hail Mary that we were able to catch with the AT grenade. Prototype on the other side did a fantastic job, 15-6, but overall just not enough to carry his team. Reckless as the raid leader, 14-7, trying to stay alive and keep his teammates into it. But again, I really think that probably having that mortar support would have been a little bit better on that side. Would allow them to not only get that tank harassment going down, possibly even the kills with it, but you also are going to be able to do some damage and some work with the debris kills. So we're going to be heading into our next map here in just a second. Let's go ahead and exit out.
Hey everyone.
Hey, all right, Deuce has joined. How you doing today, man? And Deuce has
Oh,
left
I'm
us.
doing good. No,
No,
no, I'm doing
there
good.
he is.
I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm here. No, I'm doing good. What about you?
Ah, once I figured out my problem, it was fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah, that was an unfortunate turn of events today.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. All right, so guys, we should be able to go live here in just a few seconds. Everybody is in the server. We do have the casters in the server as well. And we are just waiting for them to go ahead and get this thing started. But anywho's, yeah, unfortunately, we did miss out on the cup. Now, Deuce, what were the results for the cup?
In the end, eXz won it, with Apex finishing second, GW finished third, and Hazard finished fourth.
Awesome.
So,
All
1
right.
versus 3 right now.
Well, hopefully, we won't have the same issue next week, which I know we won't, unless Microsoft has another update. Oh my god. But this should be a pretty interesting match. We did see some life coming out of guerrilla warfare there on that first map. It was a little unfortunate. I thought that they had a couple of instances where they could have really turned it around. There were a few sets that they just were not able to capitalize on. There are a few times where, a few pushes actually, where I think they got maybe a little bit aggressive there with their tank and kind of lost it out there in the end. But as far as who do you think is going to be taking it here on this map here, Deuce?
I think that eXz is going to come out on top. I think right now the difference is too big between the two teams. I think GW recently made some roster changes, like acquiring Azog and stuff like that. That'll help them boost and throughout the season, be a much better team than they were before. I don't think it's enough yet. So I'm hoping that maybe this first part of the season is gonna be impactful for them, and they're gonna learn a lot together. And I think maybe in the second part after the All-Star break, they're gonna maybe aim for that top 4, top 3 spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of curious as to how the rest of the summer is going to be shaping up. I know that we got a lot of matches planned for this month and into July. Hopefully, we'll be able to cast most of those. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm also kind of curious to see what information is going to be coming out here pretty soon for the next Battlefield. Hopefully, that's going to be good information that we're going to be getting. But by the way, guys, if you are interested, we did have a video that was posted up on my channel. If you want to go check that out, just look up youtube.com/AaronTVVH1. You can also just look it up through my Twitter profile, so @BrettFX. My YouTube should be linked on there. But go check it out, see what you think. We talked at length about a lot of the information that was going down from a competitive player's perspective, so should be pretty interesting in the future of what comes out of that. So here we go. We are going to be seeing Existence on the blue side of the map, and then we're going to be seeing Guerrilla Warfare on the red side. Right away, we should be seeing, I believe Guerrilla should be able to get onto that alpha site first, but we saw some really lopsided, I don't want to say lopsided, but just really damn good control the last time that we cast this map. I forgot exactly which were the teams that we were casting, but it was pretty ugly. It actually may have been Existence here that we were casting, but we are going to be seeing Synergy going down right away up on top of that ridge. The tanks electing to take opposite ends of the map, and Existence going all the way over this far edge. Cryfex having to back on up. He does have Penegro to try and help him out with that mortar support. He's not going to be able to get anybody just yet. But we are going to be seeing, I believe, the first couple of tickets going on the board here for Guerrilla Warfare. And oh my god, it looks like Xenix and Heart, or Synergy, might actually be getting cleaned up here. That's going to be Slim picking up one. Slim's looking for the second one. He is going to be able to pick that up. So that's a clean wipe onto that A flag. The only ones left up will be the tank and the mortar support sitting all the way in the back. So this is a really good position, Deuce.
Yeah, for sure. And I think maybe just too much of a defensive approach right there, having the mortar support not get on the flag and just play passive from afar. I think maybe that was the wrong choice for them at the start.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and also just this high ground position now that we're going to be seeing Roosberry get into is really going to be helpful in this situation. Slim is going to be set up, and we'll see if he's going to try and get a couple of frags here onto this left side. Ooh, actually, let's go over here to eXz. He does get picked up there for a second. So he was going to be able to do some damage onto the tank. Not going to be the case, though. And Roosberry does have to back on up, as there's a couple of infantry players getting onto that alpha site, trying to get a couple of long-range shots onto the tank. He's down to 31 health. That mortar support is doing a huge damage here, and they will be able to take down the tanker. That is a massive play. Also, the mortar support going down, as there is nobody really onto that alpha site to really do any damage at all. They all got cleaned off. And yeah, so really, really good counterattack, I would have to say, as eXz will be able to take control of that alpha site. 5-2 at the moment. And Synergy has a really good overhead look. We'll be able to spot out all of these players, let his teammates know exactly where they're going to be going in from. You can see him starting to rack up a few of these kills over and over. He's going to be able to spot out 2 more players trying to shift over to that alpha side. Penagro did end up going down. Cryfex, though, with the tank sitting right next to him, he's going to be able to lay down a lot of fire from this position as well. But we do see that mortar support now coming into effect, has to back up that tank. And this is really why we should have been seeing the mortar support in that first map with Giant Shadow, or on Giant Shadow with Guerrilla Warfare. Just really does a good job of pushing him back. But Penagro is going to be basically in a 1-on-3 situation. Somehow he's still alive. But oh my god, we have all the wrong players here for Guerrilla Warfare to try and take down Cryfax. Cryfax just says hello, bounces on in. A-site now going to be going over into their favor. They just bombed it over here on this backside. He is going to be able to find a mortar support, takes down Shady. And Penagro still alive over there in that situation, though. I have no clue how that happened. But he will be able to stay up and do the damage that he needed to. Try and get back this flag into their possession. 7-4. So 3 more tickets, and Guerrilla Warfare could take this first set. And you know, I have to say, Deuce, I am surprised at how well they're doing on this counterattack without a tank.
Yeah, no, they're doing a great job, and I actually played versus GW earlier today in the qualifier. They did a really good job on Sinai. I think it's maybe one of their better maps, so they're definitely going to be able to get away with a couple of points here for sure. Yeah,
Roosberry though is down to 26 health. Yeah, his tank's already gone. He didn't even try and move out there. He's just like, yeah, it's over. More support doing the damage that it needed to, but right now it does look like all of Guerrilla Warfare is stuck all the way into the back of their map. We do see a really tight push coming up onto the spawns here. And it is now 7 tickets to 8 with the map, or the flag, in the possession right now of eXz. And Synergy is going to be able to pick up at least 1. Spots out 2 coming down from their main spawn. You see Bounce also getting in a nice little crossfire going down. Bounce should be able to clean up the rest of them. Xanax actually getting 2 of his own. And yeah, this is over right here. I don't really see any way that we could possibly have Guerrilla Warfare getting back into this map. You got 1 more ticket left to go. There is just, I don't know, man. This is pretty much done here.
It's impossible. It's 10 seconds. Like, they don't have enough time.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be seeing the first set going over into the favor of eXz. Now, they definitely had to fight for it. It wasn't easy. But they did really make it their own there towards the end. Looked like it was going to be pretty good there for Guerrilla Warfare, but cannot hold on to it. Really losing their tank out. That pretty much sealed the deal. Not being able to kill Cryfax for 1. I mean, when they should have. They should have had an AT player over there in a position to do a little bit more damage than what they were. But losing out on their own tank, definitely not going to be helpful in that position. So here we are on the second set. And we're already going to be seeing Bounce going way around for a flank. He's going to be able to get that first kill on Slim. Looking for the second one. Can't find it there onto Reckless. But Reckless does end up dying there to Synergy. And Synergy trying to do some damage onto the tank, and he will be able to do just that. Didn't be able to kill it just yet. Cryfax also going to be able to get a kill. And he is on the hunt. Look at this. He is chasing him down. Not letting him get away at whatsoever. Takes out Shady, though. Don't really know if he meant to do that, but in order to try and get a shot in onto the tank, he was able to kill him. And look at that. The tank is all the way in the back. Synergy is on the hunt as well. He knows he's back here somewhere. And the player just ran out. Oh, he spotted the tank. Is he going to be able to get the kill? He does. Does he turn around and get the AT grenades onto the tank? I don't know if he actually spotted him there. The wall did collapse at that one moment. Yeah, Synergy right now is pushed up so aggressive. Does eventually go down. Misses out his chance to take down the tank. Don't know if he had any AT grenades, though, to be honest. But we are going to be seeing a opportunity now, as the tank is going to be up and alive. People are pushed back off of their spawn for the most part. We'll see if Cryfax is going to be able to get this first shot onto the opponent's tank or not. A lot of nades are going to be coming in. Doesn't look like he's going to take any damage just yet. Bounce is going to be following it up, though, as the flag is now contested. 5 tickets, though, in this second set already for existence. And oh my god, Bounce, how did you lose that fight? He is going to go down to Reckless there. Basically just jumped right onto his head, taking him out. Mortars are going to be coming back in to try and take down as many of these players and as many of the cover as possible. Slim is also in a decent position. Does end up going down, though. And Reckless right now is just trying to stay alive. He's trying to heal up as well. Missing out on those shots. Not enough. Will end up following. They do have that flag in their possession, so... Or they were trying to get the flag in their system. I apologize. It's still into the possession right now of existence. 7 tickets to 0. They might actually just do a clean sweep of this flag here.
Yeah, it sure looks like it.
So in this situation right here, Deuce, I mean, you're down 3 tickets before this set is over. Like, do you even try and make a push for it?
I mean, I don't see right now why they're playing it passive and just waiting for a few kills. I mean, at this point, just smoke everything up, throw yourself on the flag. If it works, good, you got a chance. If it doesn't, you've lost. But you're losing anyways right now, so right now just playing kind of your like KD, so it looks better on leaderboard. That's what it feels like. I don't know. There's no real point.
I highly doubt that that's the case, but it could be. We do see a push.
No, but you know, you get what I'm saying.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Play passive.
We do get a push from the tank. They need to get onto the flag right now, and that is going to be that. So we are going to be seeing 2 sets to 0. Now, you can stall out a potential cap, or at least a ticket, if you do have a overwhelming number of players get onto the flag. So they could have actually just pushed in with their tank and try and get that overwhelming amount. But it's kind of unrealistic in that sense to be able to make a comeback out of 0 to 9. It can happen, but that is a very tall order.
No, but I mean, still give it a chance. I mean, you might as well risk it all, and
yeah,
you need to have a sense of urgency when you're at 7 tickets, because that's when, if they're controlling it, it's going to be over in like what I think it's 45 seconds. So.
Okay. eXz, though, going around, way around to the back here onto the tank. We do have Synergy doing some work over here onto the C flag as well, but I'm really curious. Oh, eXz does end up going down. He did get spotted out. Will end up getting picked up. Synergy still taking a little bit of damage there from the mortars. Smoke is going to be right up in front of him, though. And there are 2 players back there for Guerrilla Warfare. This is the 3rd set, though. Oh, I like that. So he has the Incendiary. That is a really good use of the Incendiary AT grenades. If you guys don't know, you do have promotions in this game, so there is a slight in-game progression. And once he reaches a certain level, he will be able to get AT grenades with Incendiary effects. And he was able to do a lot of aerial denial there, as well as eventually get the kill just because, well, there's really nowhere for him to go. He had to go in through the fire to get out, and he did end up dying. So really good use of the AT nades, and that's something else too. You know, you got to remember, the AT grenades, once it gets to that level, they're not just good for the tanks. You can also use them against infantry players. So, and there he's going to be going at it again, throwing those AT grenades across. He does get a little bit of damage on one. He picks up Reckless with a Hail Mary. And they are just dominating here on these second 2 points. You know, Guerrilla Warfare, they looked really good on that first set, but these last two have just been, well, it's just been existence all day long.
Yeah, no, eXz has built up this momentum, and I feel like GW has no answer right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to go on board right now with Bounce, as he is going to be going in for a slight little flank. Not going to happen. Synergy, though, will be there to clean things up. And he does get the notification that, hey, there is somebody onto the flag somewhere. Ooh, but he didn't spot him. Who was that? That was Shady. Shady coming all the way around on the backside. My God, Shady is all the way on the other side of the map. He's going to go ahead and try and get some shots in onto the AT player, or I'm sorry, onto Reckless. That wasn't Reckless, it was Xanax. Won't be able to get any shots in him just yet. Two players are going to be setting up for Guerrilla Warfare. Xanax will be able to spot one. Jumps on top of his head, but no Goomba stop in this game. And we are going to be seeing a knife kill coming in as well. All three players are going to be left up and alive. That will be a C cap coming in. 7-0 tickets, though. So it could not have come in at a better time. Now we do see eXz set up in a position to potentially strike at this tank. As Cryfex pushing very aggressive onto the other side of the map. Does look like he's going to go ahead and back on up. See now into their possession. So in this setup right here, Deuce, how exactly should the defense be positioning themselves? Should we be having everybody setting up on top of that C flag, or should they be spreading out like what we're seeing right now?
I mean, they should be spreading out. I don't agree with what Azog was doing all the way out there. I think he was spread out a little too, too even, too outside. And I think the tank is, is playing too passive right now. That he needs to get on the flag a little more. Maybe use some of the cover there. I know it's risky, but at this point, you've almost lost. You need to even those points. That's what he's doing right now. Getting a little more, get a little closer to the flag is great. He gets some shots in from that angle that you can't just sitting up there.
Yeah.
Shooting from above.
Well, we are going to be seeing Reckless right now with a really good hold. He was able to pick up at least 2 of those kills onto the flag itself, coming in from both directions, actually. And we are going to be seeing them now getting those players more and more onto the flag. Now up to 5-7. They've almost tied the game here. And this has been one hell of a defensive hold, if that is the case, or retaking a defensive hold. Does look like the tank. Oh, did the tank go down? Did the tank actually go down, or did Cryfex just jump out and try and repair? It looks like he did just try and jump out to repair. But Reckless here, still staying alive, keeping his teams in and around this flag. And they're doing this, Deuce. They tied it up now, 7-7. The mortar support is doing some damage from afar, but we are going to be seeing these players starting to flank around and getting circled. They don't have a whole lot of places really that they can go. The 18 nades are going to be coming in. We've talked about how deadly that incendiary effect can be, and it does look like Reckless is going to be big and picked up. eXz is now going to be all alone onto the flag. He doesn't going down, but look at this. Roseberry decides, you know what? I'm a tank. I'm just going to get onto the flag and cause as much havoc as possible. But look at that. Cryfex is thinking the same thing. He's going to go ahead and get onto the flag as well. And there is no way that Roseberry lives out in this situation. We're going to be seeing a lot of nades coming in. Cryfex should be able to get the final shots in. He does. That is going to be a clean wipe, and that is going to be really the first half here as a 3-0 sweep in terms of the first sets. But that was a lot of life that we just saw coming out of Guerrilla Warfare to try and make that happen. It was so close, 9-8 there in that very final set.
Yeah, no, honestly, big play by Synergy there, because I mean that literally closed out the game for them. He did that flank, no one really noticed, and the thing that surprised me is that after Synergy got the assist on kill from the mortar support that was looking straight at him, like they should have called that out. Instead, they didn't call it out and they just focused on what was in front of them. Their tanker didn't come down, knowing that the AT assault Synergy had just thrown both of his grenades on the infeed. He should have just gone there and pushed them himself. He had only the limpet charge. So just bad communication there, and it cost him the side, and maybe even the game. I don't know.
Well, taking a look right now just at the halftime scoreboards, man, you can see the frags definitely on the favor there of Existence, and Synergy 22-7. He is doing a phenomenal job right now. Only player up in the 20s as that AT Assault, and really utilizing his tools to the best of his ability. We saw him earlier getting those incendiary kills, causing as much havoc with him as possible. That's really what you got to do in those situations. And he's doing them very, very well. So this is going to be the first to 4. So we are going to be seeing one, potentially the last set here. We are going to be swapping sides. We'll see if Guerrilla Warfare can take it back. Now, this was the other set that they looked really good on. They were able to take 8 tickets on it. I think they got the initial pool on A flag as well. I think they held it for like 3 to 5 tickets, something like that, before they were pushed off of the flag. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here again, although they do have to flip sides, so it's not going to be exactly the same. And here we go. Next few seconds, we are going to be getting this thing started. Now, Deuce, do you think Guerrilla Warfare has it in them to take it?
I think Guerrilla, if they do a strong first push, they can take this one. Ultimately, this is an easier side from the Central Power faction. So, because if you get a wipe here, if you set up properly, it's really hard to get out of it. So, it really depends how they play it right now. You know, Synergy, no, not Synergy. Who is that? Penigro. Is going wide. Yeah, Penigro.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be able to get the tank there as a
Oh, and again, Synergy. Synergy goes down right away from the start up onto the ridge. Now, he was able to get traded out. That was going to be Cryfex doing the job. But, yeah, we are going to be seeing that A flag starting to go back into their favor. Pinagro is getting some long-range shots trying to come in. Oh, but he's spotted out by the tank, and he has to leave the mortar. So he's not going to be able to do much there. Oh, my God. eXz, look at this. He's crawling all over the tank, and Synergy will be able to save him. So Cryfax lives to play another day. But we do see Synergy potentially getting overrun here. Oh, nice headshot as he will be able to take down Shady. Wow, how he lived through that tank shell, I do not know. But with 7th health, he will be able to do just that.
That was a bad play by Azog, though. He shouldn't have pushed the tank right there. And that they were evened out on the flag. Should have helped clean and then go for the tank. Maybe throw smoke in the tank. You know, to get his line of sight out of the way. But yeah, look at this. They got wiped. The people that were on the outside pushed in, and now they have control, and they're gonna start, getting them tickets.
That they are. We are going to be seeing the tank getting pushed back, though. Both 18 nades were used, and one of them did not connect. But you can see right now, Synergy just, I mean, he's just out fragging everybody. Doesn't matter if they're close or from a distance. He is doing the work that he needs to do. Cryfex, though, is going to go ahead and give chase to the opponent's tanks. He's already pushed him off of the board. Really no reason to worry there. Synergy now starting to push up, takes out the mortar support. He's going to be looking for another one as well. He takes out the medic. Will be able to get traded out there, but honestly, he already did what he needed to do. And that's really the name of this game right so far is Synergy just killing everything and letting his team kind of cap the flag. 29-9. I want to point that out. That is massive. And we are going to be seeing right now Penegro trying to stay alive on top of the flag. 6 tickets now to 0. As we have not seen Guerrilla Warfare get onto the board just yet. Mortar support is going to be up and out. He's going to try and do some damage to this tank. Can he actually get some shots in on him? No, he cannot. Will end up going down. Doesn't really matter, though. Nobody is on point here for Guerrilla Warfare to do anything whatsoever. They can't even stop this cap, which is going to be able to make it 8 tickets to 0. So this is going to be go time right here, right now. And you can see Bounce is way outside of there. I don't think that's going to do much to the tank there, Bounce. But who am I to judge? And here we go, Synergy. This is going to be it. Roosberry knows that he had to do something. He's going to go ahead and get disabled. Cryfax should be able to kill him out. Yes, he does. That is going to be game there, guys. So we are going to be seeing map number 2 going into the favor here of Existence. And they look fantastic on that point, that set, and set number 2 as well, as they cleaned them out. A complete 10-0. And yeah, so fantastic jobs for those players. Let's take a look at the KDs real quick. 33-9 there for Synergy. We are going to be seeing 14-0 as the tank player apparently never went down. That was going to be Cryfax. So fantastic job on his part. We are going to be seeing Bounce 19-18 with that medic kit, which is a little bit harder to play on that particular map. But on the other side of the board, you can definitely tell where the kills just were not coming in for those players. They were not able to stay in those positions. They had a couple of really tight sets, but overall just could not make it happen. And you can see right here, both of the sets that they did make some headway on, it came down to an 8-10. So very, very close. And, you know, you like to think that if maybe one of the players on Guerrilla Warfare could kind of keep up with the fragging ability of Synergy, not even keep up, like just do half of what he did, maybe like 20, 25 kills or something, then they probably would have had at least one, maybe two of those sets go in their favor. So, yeah. Fantastic job there. Now, during league play, are we going to be going over into a third map to play it out, or is this going to be it?
No, it's a 2. It's best of 3. So
all right,
see it out here.
So that is going to be it here for us tonight, guys. I definitely appreciate you all for watching.